Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the 50 Stack Challenge 4, which is a weekly prompt challenge hosted by Amy at Crafty Cat. And you can find a playlist on her channel that shows all the previous prompts, and she pulls out the prompts every Monday and does her video for the current week's prompts. If you post on social media or you want to look and see what other people have done, you can search the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 4 and see everybody's lovely makes for the prompts. So this week, the prompts were buttons and art, and I'm excited to do this one because both of those prompts will go really well in the journal I'm working on, and so I'm going to be doing a couple of spreads in this journal. So the first one I'm going to do is the buttons, and as you can see, I have papers in this journal already that have buttons on them, and this beautiful paper is by Vintage Vibes Paper Co. on Etsy, and the digital is called Grunge Sewing Papers, and it has just papers that have these really nice buttons and lace and lots of grunge on them. I just love them. And I have put them in this particular journal, so we are going to, there's another one of the pages, really pretty colors. And so we're going to do a layout for these pages. So I have done some prep work ahead of time because I wanted to do some stitching since my page layout is kind of sewing oriented. I wanted to include some sewing on the page. So anything that involved my sewing machine, I went ahead and did ahead of time so I wouldn't have to stop and start the video. So the first thing I did was I took a scrap piece of the paper that I had, and I cut along the lines of the digital paper, and I made a pocket, just a simple pocket, and I stitched around it with a zigzag stitch. And I'm going to glue it down so that there is a pocket here and a pocket there. So I'm going to do that first. Do I want to do that first? Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that goes underneath. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And like I said, I just cut it along the line that was already there on the paper to make like a pocket, and then just stitched around it and inked it up. Sorry, I've got glue on my pen here. I'm just now opening my glue for this morning. So I want to make sure it's not all gunked up. And then I'm going to glue just along the edges and glue that down. And make a pocket. Alright. Now, to decorate the front of the pocket, I have this little piece of what looks to be like a measuring tape. I need to cut it off a little bit. Let's cut it off about here. and I'm going to put it right across there. And I think I'm just going to glue like the two ends so it would have a tuck underneath that in case I decide later I want to tuck something else in. So I'm just going to put glue on the two ends. I'm going to put it down right there. And then I created a little cluster of some buttons, and some sewing tissue and some lace and some strings. And I'm gonna just glue those right there. And that's gonna give me a cute little decorated pocket. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac for that. Just put it pretty generously. That's hard for me to say this early in the morning. On the back of here. And glue it down. Make sure not to get it too close to my seam there. Alright, that's that. Now for inside of the pocket, I have this little button card that I attached a piece of sewing tissue to the top of, and it's going to go in this front pocket. And then I have one of these pictures that is vintage sewing stuff, and this is from Sam Poole. Sorry, it escaped me for a minute. Sam Poole has these photos, and I put a stamp on the bottom of it, and it has some buttons on it. So I'm going to put it down in the back pocket. And then I also have this tag that I created out of an old pattern instructions, and you can see it shows buttons here as well. And I'm going to leave it just like this. It's backed with some pink dyed paper, and I need to put something there. I'd like to put just some string, maybe. I don't know if that's long enough. This is just some string that was hanging out over here. Let's see if I can get this through here and tie a knot. It's just where I tore apart the drop cloth that I'm using in this journal, and it's just some of the raveling strings that I kept because I thought they were cool. I'm just going to tie that in a knot. Just like that, and then I'm going to slide that behind there. And the reason I did that is so you'd have some more journaling space, since I'm putting a pocket on the plain coffee dyed paper. I wanted to add some extra journaling space. So you can journal on the back of this. Technically, you could journal on the back of this, and you can journal on the back of this. And this is light enough to journal on, although I'm going to cover a lot of that up with my next thing. Alright, so on this side, I'm going to make a pocket with this photo, and as you can see, I put some of the pink dyed paper behind it, and then did a stitch around it, and then I also did some hand stitching here in a pink color. And then this, of course, is measuring tape and a little piece of digital ephemera. and I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to create another pocket. But before I do that, I have a piece of lace that I want to put down here at the bottom. And I also have a piece of pink scrapbook paper that kind of has a polka dot on it, and I thought it kind of went with the polka dots in her dress. So I'm going to put this down here, and I really should have used Fabri-Tac, but we're going to try it with this first. Make sure I put it on right. If there is a right and a wrong, I don't know that there is on this one. And I'm going to put this little piece of paper just kind of like that. And I actually meant to put a piece underneath that, this pink paper. Can I get it back up, or is it already stuck? No, it's pretty much already stuck. Maybe we can get a little piece somewhere else. And then, like I said, I'm going to glue this on as a pocket as well. And I just covered my hand stitching up with a little piece of washi tape just so it wouldn't hang when the journaling card goes in there. These photos are by Sweet Pea Curiosities. I absolutely love them. I'm going to be using several of them in this journal. I didn't do anything to this. This is how they come with all this grunge on them. That's why I like them, because they're nice and grungy. And then for this one, I have just a journaling card that is made with some lace, and there's a piece of book page here that's from a accounting book, and it's on some cardstock. And again, I backed it with the pink paper and put a little piece of lace at the top. There is some hand stitching up here. And then I just stapled this little label on with another little piece of lace underneath it and added some washi. And that's going to slide right down in there like that. So that quickly we have, I might be able to get just a little piece of this down in a corner somewhere. I was just kind of wanting to incorporate pink polka dots on this side as well. Just to kind of tie it together a little bit. Maybe just right there will work. All right, so there is our layout for buttons. And I think that's really cute. All right, where did my glue pen go? All right, for art, which is the second prompt, we're also going to do a layout in this particular journal. I'm trying to clean my pen off a little bit. It had a big glue thing on there. Okay, so there is that one. Make sure everything is down. For the art one, I'm going to go here to the signature. And you could do anything for this prompt, in my opinion, because junk journaling is an art. So you could do whatever you wanted and it would count. Sorry, gotta drink my tea there. Gotta get me some caffeine. I don't drink coffee. So we go the tea route to wake up. So I want to take this paper glassine strip stuff that's been coffee dyed and put it along the bottom on this side. So that is my first step on this one. And I want it to hang off the bottom just a little bit, not a lot. But I like things sticking out of my journals just a little. All right, so there's that. And then I'm gonna create a pocket tuck kind of thing. So let's see here. I've got this journaling card. It's Tim Holtz, and I've got this picture frame, which I'm gonna frame that to make my art. And I've got this little small report card. It's like, it looks like a little report card. And actually, that needs to be up just a little bit. Now, I am going to make one alteration to this. I want the stamp to be this color instead of the blue. So I'm going to cover it up with this little digital stamp and then re-stamp the postmark on it. All right, how did I have this? And then I have another one that I want to go right down here somewhere. Right there. So I'm going to put that one on. Right there. All right, and then I need to glue these three together, and they're going to be my tuck. So I need to ink these up because I have not done that with this side yet. I'm going to use walnut stain. These frames are by Mente, and it is a book called Frames something, but you get just all kinds of picture frames in it that you can cut out, fussy cut out and use. so it comes in handy. They're all different colors and styles. There's wood and shabby and round and ovals and squares, rectangles. Ink this one. Alright, so let's glue the frame on here first. And then I'm going to kind of hold it in place and lift it up where I want the glue. So I can glue the report card to the back. And then I can lift the whole thing up and glue it down as a tug. So if I glue it as a tuck, I want to glue it here and across the bottom. And up this side. Just double checking myself to make sure I had it right. Hold that down for just a second. Okay, and then we're going to put this little girl, which is in the same kit, the Sweet Pea kit. And I have backed her with some scrapbook paper that looks like ledger. So you have a writing space on the back of it as well. Just a little journaling card, and it's going to tuck down in there like that. Isn't she adorable? And I love this chippy door in this chippy wood siding that's in that photo. Okay, on the other side, I am going to take this doily, I think. First of all, I just made an envelope out of a piece of grungy wallpaper digital, and I'm gonna ink it up and give it some more grungy love. And I'm not going to glue it like an envelope. I'm going to leave it like this so you can unfold it and write on the inside. It's just printed on regular copy paper, printer paper, whatever you want to call it. So it's not stiff, and it should stay closed just fine. And you can see the inside of it is light enough that you can write on that without an issue. Alright, and as far as decorating it, I have a couple little stamps I'm going to put on here. I have one that has these little flowers on it. And that reminds me, I forgot to put a postmark on that other page. When I get it out to put it on this page, we'll go back and put it on the other page as well. So I'm going to put those on there like that. Or right there, not on the button page, but on the where we replace the stamp. Okay, so let's find my stamp here. Okay. And I'm going to do archival and jet black. Oops. All right, now I have this little Tim Holtz ephemera, and I'm going to start to make my little tuck spot for the envelope. I can't decide if I want to use this make it so it'll tuck behind here, or if I want to continue this and make my tuck out of that. Decisions. I don't like the idea of doing this. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to glue this card, or glue the doily on the back of this card. Like that. Let's move our envelope out of the way, and then I'm going to glue the doily down on 2 edges, one long and then across the bottom. Get my center strings out of the way there. And then I have a butterfly, which is 49 in market, I believe, and some strings to go under the butterfly. And this little digital tag looking thing. And this is Tracy Fox. It's grungy something. I noticed Carol printed these out too with Carol Laws. They're pretty cool. Alright, let's use Fabri-Tac on this little bunch of stuff. And glue down my butterfly. And I want to make sure that I'm not gluing my tuck shut. Alright, and I thought I had one more stamp this color. But maybe not. Like that. No. Nope. Maybe we'll just leave it. Because we're going to have red on this. Oh, I thought I put those on there upside down. No, I think I'm okay with that. Maybe. I say that, and I still keep... I need a long, skinny one. I feel like. There's a round one. It's got a little bit of red in it. Nope. It's not it. I like that one. But what do we want to put in it? What do we want to stamp on it? I don't think I have one I'll cut this one out real quick and see what I think about it. It's a little smaller. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's Tracy Fox, obviously. All right. So there we go. There is our layout for art. Which, like I say, that one's easy because I feel like if you're a junk journaler and you make something, that's art. So that one's easy to cover, in my opinion. And then we'll flip back to the other one, which was button. And there is that one. So now I have 3 layouts done. This was I saw it on Pinterest from yesterday. I have one in each signature, which are, this one I did not put in the center because I wanted to do the button thing in my center. In this one is pretty generic paper. See, it's just this. So, we have this one in the signature, this one in the second signature, and this one in the first signature. So we're off to a good start, and I think this is going to be a really, really cute journal when it's finished. So I'm going to keep on working, and I hope you guys have a great crafting day, and I will see you back in a couple of days. Bye.